Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. And today is the perfect day to talk about this because if you are in your comeback season, if you are in you're brand new, everything is different. This is my time. You've gone away, you've done the work, and now this is a just a whole new beginning for you. Things should not feel the same. They should not. And if they do, if things feel the same, that's a warning. That is a warning that you are sliding back into old patterns because it shouldn't feel the same. If this is a new life, if this is a new time, new beginnings, um, it's a totally different season. It's like rebranding. If this is a totally different thing for you, things should not feel the same. If you're sliding into old patterns where you're starting to feel the old expectations, you're starting to feel the old pressures, if you're feeling some of the old aggravations, if you're feeling some of the old hustle and bustle, that's a warning. That's a warning that things eerily feel the same, and they should not. Not if this is a new time, not if this is a new season, not if this is a new you, not if you are in a place where everything is different for you when it comes to your time, when it comes to your energy, when it comes to where you put your resources, when it comes to how you feel about your accomplishments, how you feel about your interactions. If it feels anything like the old, that is a warning. That is a sign that you are slipping into old patterns. And that is something that we cannot afford to do. Now, it is very easy to do because our brains, our hearts, we're set up that way. We're set up to do what we safely know. Even if it's not good for us, we know it. It's like the devil you know versus the devil you don't. If all you know is how to be busy, 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 busy in your past life, that's all you know, it's easy to slip back into that pattern. If all you know is being pulled in 18 different directions, if that's all you know, then it's easy to slide back into that whole way of doing things. All right. Our brains are set up to keep us safe, not to find new ways of doing things. And usually we find safety in what's familiar, okay? Even if it's not good for us. So if you find yourself feeling like what you're doing now, if it feels eerily similar to what you used to do or how you used to do it, then this is absolutely a warning. Your first red flag for yourself, because you know how we have red flags when it comes to other people and other things. Okay, you're able to identify those red flags when it comes to outside things. We have to identify the red flags when it comes to our own personal behaviors. If we're sliding into routines and patterns that feel eerily similar to what we used to do and things we used to, the way we used to move, then that's a warning. That's a warning that it's time to get a grip on that really quick, get a handle on that really quick. Because, again, new beginnings, a whole new you, whole new season, new wine cannot exist in old wineskin. And the way you used to hustle and bustle, the way you used to stay so busy that you couldn't even fold your clothes. You didn't even have time to do some of the simple things in life. Even though you may feel like you're in a different season, even though you may feel like you're in a place of newness, you're putting that new wine in that old wineskin. That old wineskin is those old patterns. Those old patterns where you feel like, okay, I gotta show up. I've gotta do this. I've gotta be in the mix. I've gotta hustle this way. I've, you know, you can't operate on fumes. You can't operate on your reserve energy. You can't operate on, well, let me just get past these next few days and then I'll get some rest. See, that is reverting back to, again, that old way of thinking, that old way of doing. You know, all of all of that hustle and bustle has already been abandoned. You've already said, hey, this is a new life, this is a new way. I'm going to do things different. I'm going to make sure I have, time to breathe, time to breathe, more time for family, more time for peace, more time to just relax. And that's okay. That's okay. Like, we can't have our identities tied up in busyness. All motion doesn't mean that you're making progress. Just because you're in a constant of movement, that doesn't mean that you're making progress. What it does mean is that you may be getting eerily close to the old life that you had, the life that almost took you out, the life that left you feeling like you were basically just a shell of a person because there wasn't anything left to put into what you had going on. And that may sound selfish, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to be selfish in this season when it comes to preserving, preserving and protecting the newness that you pledged to be in this season. Again, you can't put new wine in old wineskin. So if you are feeling like, okay, all right, this is eerily similar, and here's the thing, your environment may be different. It may be different people. It may be a different job. It may be a totally different schedule. It may be totally different activities. But if it feels the same, what is the common denominator? If all of that is different, if the job is different, if the friends are different, if the schedule is different, if the activities are different, but it feels the same, what is the common denominator? The common denominator is you. There may be something different that you need to do. Meaning, ask yourself and be honest. Be honest. Am I slipping back into old patterns? Am I inundating myself? Am I filling my cup up so full with even the new stuff? Am I filling my cup up so full with all of this stuff that I'm feeling like the old me? Are you feeling like the old you, even though you're doing new things? That's a warning. It should not feel the same. It shouldn't. And if it does, if it does, if it does, you've got to be realistic with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to ask yourself those questions, and then you got to shut it down. You got to shut it down. You got to shut it down and reassess. Because if you're slipping into old pattern, but here's the beauty of it. Here's the beauty of it. Recognizing it. That is the beauty of it. Recognizing it. Because we can slip into old patterns and not recognize it, and before you know it, we have thrown ourselves under the bus. We've thrown ourselves under the bus. So that's the word for today. If if it's feeling like the old life that you had, that's a warning, because it should not, it absolutely should not feel the same. All right. Okay, you guys, I gotta go. I love you. Have an amazing day. Make sure you assess your activities so that it does not feel the same. All right. Share out the video. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, because who knows? You may be slipping into old patterns, and maybe it's something that you didn't recognize until now, until watching this video. And if that's the case, then I've done my job. If it's already something that you've been recognizing, you noticed it before now, let me know in the comments. But either way, if it feels the same, if it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, if it sounds like a duck, probably is a duck. So if it's feeling like the old and not the new, that's a warning, because it shouldn't feel the same. All right, y'all have a great day. All right, let's make it do what it do. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. All right, love you guys. Have a good one.